there's among all these other things, not not the least of which is the imminent possibility of nuclear annihilation of the planet. I believe that we could probably, if we set off enough bombs, crack the crust of the planet and cause either open rift of magma mantle or fucking just straight up volcanoes, whatever. They're obviously playing with forces way beyond their ken because there's no way that Morocco and Turkey and Libya, they're all having all these gigantic cataclysmic events happen, but not the same day, but only days apart. And they're all in the same region. But why would, if it was going to affect one, why wouldn't it affect neighboring countries, adjacent countries and areas also? Um, these are staged events where there's obviously the plan that everybody's been conspiracy theorizing uh, about depopulation that is in full effect. Look at what's happening with Lahaina, Paradise, Woolsey Canyon fire was the same way. There was, I mean, they're attacking people in large scale events. Let me ask you this. Everybody thinks mass shooters, they're so crazy. What's crazier? Is it the amount of death that you cause? Wouldn't that follow that people that cause these hundreds of thousands of deaths at a time, wouldn't you consider them Hitlerite kind of killers or whatever? I mean, Hitler's starting to look pretty good. That's all I'm saying. He's only, accredited with, a few mil. So everything in the world, basically, even to the normies, they're starting to see. Even the ostriches that have their head in the fucking sand and up their ass, they want to remain ignorant. They're just going to stay compliant and do it. Pretty soon, there will not be any subservient class because when they break the rebellion, then the only class they'll have is subservient, and that won't be good enough. You'll just have to cower in fear the whole time. And the world, as far as the people driving around here that think this is normal life in opulence, this is going to come crashing. Almost every regime in history has had that happen. They ascend to a height of luxury and largesse that's unheard of, unprecedented, and then this is succeeded by a big fall from grace. Where we're definitely Romanistic. I mean, when it talks to decadence, fuck, come on, Hollywood beats all, doesn't it? Uh, Trace and I have had our little forays through Hollywood, and there have been mild and few at best, but still more than enough to gain too much knowledge where you could fucking be on the fringe of the outside and just sort of like glance and start seeing shit you don't want to look at because for all my supposed antisocial sociopathic behavior, well, at least I'm not some sick ass motherfucker because I don't care whether people believe in the actual mystical magic of what they're talking about, Satanism or whatever. They definitely believe in the ritual of doing it and the fear that it causes. And so they wage their war. I digress. The world is falling apart, though, because it's happening too uniformly. In the end, I think what will happen is once you start machinery in motion, don't think you can snap your fingers and turn it off. Uh, it, this is a world where people's opinions are wavering, hovering in air, and trying to physics will decide which way we fall. But it's not going to be good either way because physical upheaval for all citizens of the planet, nobody's going to be happy. And when you're, even if you have the few rarefied few that are okay, they've got their compounds, motherfucker, there's nowhere you could go on this little ball that you can't be got. That's been proven time and time again. So they're going to go too. What they've done is they've sealed the fate for pretty much for everybody, unless we were to literally just stop. Everybody move. Don't move. Right now. Don't ever move again for a bit. Then we could probably undo a lot of the shit, but nobody's going to do that. Everybody's got their agenda. Well, as terrifying as this might sound to regular society, for people that are homeless, we've already been through that fear. Our world fell apart and was lost when we hit the streets. Long ago, I didn't listen to Tracy when she said, you cannot, she said this right at the beginning too, we're not going to get out of this unless somebody helps us. And we know thousands of people, not one. So I see imminent demise for almost all people on earth, given the volatile nature of circumstances present and coming that we know of. There's no reason to doubt that any of the most foreboding of predictions would be false. All the worst ones have come true. Have there been any great ones? No, no good ones. But every other thing fucking is apparently true. God help me if the flat earthers are true. That's when I just fucking smoke a gun. But almost all the rest of them, and the worst part is it doesn't even take a conspiracy to do it. All you got to do is basically just let modern man do whatever the fuck he wants. And how we devolved, I guess we've seen the pinnacle of achievement in mankind. So there's part of me that says, as terrible as this fucking coming apocalypse might be, I don't think it's going to be as bad for homeless people as it is for you motherfuckers. You guys are going to eat shit. Let me tell you, been through it, been there, done that. You be coming knocking on daddy's door for a little bit of advice. Like, how do I make a flame or find some food? We'll talk then.